right? So that was what I heard in the second part of it that
Okay.
stood out to me. Some people can be energy vampires.
Yes.
She talked
Yes.
about that, and she
She did.
said you can either be a greenhouse or a desert. And he talked about the relationship causing sickness, which is also true,
Mm-hmm.
to the point to where his mother died, and
Yes.
he was in a bad relationship, and he saw her in a vision saying, get out of that relationship because you're going to end up like me, you know
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
bad relationships drain your energy, and we have all had them to where because it becomes so taxing just dealing with this other motherfucker. And he was talking about how he dreaded going home. He found every excuse to not go. Been there. Been there. So anybody can see themselves in their shoes, male or female.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's
Mm-hmm.
why a person can be working a ton of hours and this, that, because they just don't want to go home. They don't want to
Yeah.
admit it. Oh no, I'm just a hard worker, an overachiever, and all that. But bullshit, you don't want to take your ass home. Right.
Yeah.
And that too is a thing of, again, you don't want to face the issues that are going on in your relationship.
Right.
The motherfucker sleep by the time you get home, you ain't got to hear that shit. It, you know, you ain't got to deal with it.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, I know how that goes. I
right?
know how
So,
that goes. Because I never left home, but I played sleep quite a bit.
right. So there's a lot of what she's saying
Mm-hmm.
in the podcast
Mm-hmm.
that could relate one side or the other, especially seeing how sensitive men are these days,
Yeah.
you know, and
Yeah.
that's just because of how society raised men these days to be so sensitive. Now,
Mm-hmm.
that's a different type of argument,
Mm-hmm.
but nowadays some of those things can go both ways.
I'm gonna go back to where just for a second, where you talked about how he said his mother came to him about get out of it now before you end up like me. And he made this statement. He's like, a dis-ease will turn into a disease, and the disease will have you pushing up daisies. And I was like, I pondered on that for a minute, and I was like, nah, that was something to think about. Because when you think about it, when you in a toxic relationship, no matter what kind it is, a relationship, a friendship, a family ship, when it's uneasy, that does cause you a disease. And when you internalize all of that, that's when you get those uncurable disease. Because he said his mother died with, I think, some kind of neurology.
Neurological.
There you go, neurological. And that's how she passed away. And I was like, and I think he said she was only like 62. So I'm like, man, that's where we used to think that was old. That was still kind of young. So
Yeah.
I'm like,
um you can be in a situation where it's so toxic to where things of sickness, you're looking for answers of things of what's causing a sickness or ailment or things, and really you needed to start with the relationship and not medical. Why is your blood pressure high? How's your relationship? No, what
you
you know, you know what I'm saying?
You know, it's I'm not laughing, but I thought about it because it was a while back, and my doctor did ask me that because I was having really bad headaches, and she's like, "Okay, so tell me what's going on in your life. What are you dealing with?" I said, "I work. I'm in a relationship, and I'm a union steward." She's like, okay, so one of them is causing these migraines. You need to figure out which one you need to let go. I kept my job. I kept my union stewardship.
Right.
Relationship had to go because it was causing me sickness. And I mean, I was literally waking up every morning with a headache. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. And it was
Yeah.
one of those ones where you say it's like just to see their name on your phone or a text message, you just get that instant irritation, like, oh, ugh,
Yeah. And
I got you, babe.
well, you can get people that will point the finger of, no, you're the cause of my disease. No, you're the cause of my motherfucking disease. You know, and
Hmm.
you can get into those arguments with people too, but that just goes to show you how toxic the relationship is and how far apart you really are.
Hmm.
In regard, and this is what I had to realize, regardless of how much time you've been in that thing, the
Hmm.
shit just ain't fucking working.
Right.
No,
Right.
and there ain't nothing. And when no sides are making any inroads to making this shit go,
Hmm. Hmm.
that's a wrap. It's
That's
a
true.
fucking wrap. You know,
Yeah.
it's fucked up as it may be, seem this, that, and the other, how much time you got in and all that other, that's a motherfucking wrap. Because
Yeah.
neither side is conceding or neither side is meeting one way or another. That's a
Yeah.
motherfucking wrap. But a
Yeah.
lot of people get caught up into this thing of how much they have invested into the relationship, and
Yeah.
they just don't want to throw it away. You're not throwing it away. It
Yeah.
was a time frame. It happened. There was good times. There were bad times. But right, it's not working no more. It's time to move on.
It's
At
done
some
ran its
point,
course.
it's ran its course,
Hmm.
and a lot of people can't get over that point of shit just running its course, and it's time to move on.
Hmm.
Without it, you get these long term things that just not working and whatnot.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and that again causes the disease, that causes the chronic illnesses, all kinds of goofy shit going on that really you didn't have to do it. You didn't have to go down
Right.
that road.
Right. Doctor throw you on all kind of medication and ain't none of the
Mm-hmm.
medication working. Once you get out
Mm-hmm.
that situation, it's like, oh, I'm good. I don't need this no more.